What's going on, y'all? This is Chris Classic dropping the car vlog. I'm on the way to work. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If nobody tells you today, remember that God loves you, Christ loves you, and I love you as well. I'm praying for people's breakthrough. I'm also congratulating people on their success. I pray that we just continue to live holy and righteous in this thing called life. Make sure you subscribe to the Take It Home podcast, where I talk about professional wrestling topics. I interview professional wrestlers, and I put up my matches as Classic Alpha. This Saturday, I'll be in Detroit for Motown Madness. This is my first time in Detroit. Make sure you guys come out if you are in that area. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, make sure you subscribe to my second YouTube channel, C3 Ultimate Wrestling. That is me and my wife's professional wrestling company, and we have a lot of our matches from our previous shows. We've been going 5 years strong, and we're also preparing for our next show, April 20th, 2024. Still the show, Crown Point, Indiana. It's going to be dope. Tickets are $5 off on the Eventbrite, so if you're in the Chicagoland or northwestern region of Indiana, or just anywhere you want to see a wrestling show, pull up. I wanted to talk about something that a lot of people on social media do, and that's assume and generalize. So yesterday there was an article about John Cena being on the Howard Stern show, and they asked him how did he feel about the scandal of Vince McMahon. Now, a lot of people only took a piece of what he said to have a narrative or to make it clickbait, and it was bad. Basically, what a lot of people shared was that John Cena said he loved him and he can't just stop loving somebody that he loved. Now, when you look at that for surface value, you're going to be like, oh, okay, well, he's basically saying he's supporting Vince because he loves Vince and all that. And that's furthest from the truth that he support this decision. If you actually read it, it says that basically he does love Vince. And, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not hard to talk about because it was the wrong thing that he did. That a lot of stuff is pulling up. And he also says he believes that people should be held accountable for the things that they do. You see what I'm saying? When you have to look at stuff yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of those things. Like, and when I mess up on knowledge of professional wrestling, like with the jackhammer, like who invented it and created it, I actually apologized and I corrected it. And people don't like doing that because they feel like they'll lose credibility. Now, I'll say this. If I come out every week and say, oh, I'm sorry, I said something wrong, then yeah, sure. People be like, I don't know if I could trust what this guy says or not, or he's just talking out his mouth. You know what I'm saying? But with this stuff like this, it's just ridiculous. And you pin so much bad stuff on a guy that done so much for a lot of children with the Make-A-Wish Foundation and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm not sitting there saying that I agree with John Cena 100% because I don't personally know the guy. But I do love his work and the servitude that he does as a wrestler, actor, whatever he is at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people just shared that little quote and was like, oh, well, I lost respect for him, or I don't like him, or he's not cool anymore. And it's just like, you know, let's be honest here. I got a lot of family members, right? And I do love them. But if they do something so bad, I'm still love them. Just because I love them, that does not mean that I support their action. It doesn't mean I'm not disappointed in them. Or, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that. And I think with social media and the world, they try to say if you love somebody, you support everything that they do. And that's furthest from the truth. You know, there's a lot of people that live a certain way that I don't support. And I live a certain lifestyle that other people don't support as well. But I still love them, and I know that they love me. You know what I'm saying? The best I can do is pray for them. And live how I'm supposed to live. You get what I'm saying? But that don't mean like I hate them and I wish bad upon them or anything like that. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, he's saying that he does love the guy, and some people can't just stop loving somebody because they're doing something bad, but that doesn't mean that he was like, oh, Vince, I'm proud of you for doing this act or whatever like that. You know, he answered it the best way he could. You know, he's human. The man is human. And, you know, honestly, a lot of people have been involved in scandal and people love them, but they distance themselves because they were doing bad things. Some people are with somebody and infidelity was a part of their relationship, and they still love them and stay with them. And you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And this even goes into the Brock Lesnar situation, right? From the reports, he was the one getting blackmailed, and the worst thing Brock did was cheat on his wife. But he's blackballed out of wrestling. Unless it's something else. I haven't seen nothing brought up. He was being blackmailed to stay in WWE, but for some reason, he's getting a book thrown at him with Vince and John Laurinaitis. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's like cancel culture. It's just like, just do it because people want it to happen. That same thing with a lot of scandals. If somebody goes to court 1,000,000 times, they could be 1,000,000 times innocent. They can be innocent 1,000,000 times. By that 1,000,001st time, they're going to say that this person is guilty because people consistently tell them that something is wrong with them or they're doing something, they're breaking a crime. And that's not right. You know what I'm saying? So that's how some of this climate is with the world and stuff. And it's like, I'm still trying to figure out what Brock did, but a lot of things is canceled. I think he's out the game, allegedly. They're not featuring him in the future stuff. He was scrapped, and from the thing, he was being blackmailed to perform in WWE still. So I don't know, man. Like it's just when one person says something, it doesn't mean that everybody has to follow that, especially when the source is not 100% accurate. He literally said that the man should be held accountable, and it does hurt. Yes, it can hurt him because this is somebody that he cared for. Now he has to distance himself. Can't really be around him much or anything like that. That's with anything. Somebody goes to jail that you love, you're going to be crying. You're probably going to be sad because you won't see them for a long time. They're going to be locked up forever. Or you're probably disappointed. But that doesn't mean that people just take love away. It's not like how T.I. took away Nunu's chain in Atlanta. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that fast for people. And some people always love somebody or whatever like that. So that's what I'm saying, you know. This kind of goes into even the Triple H thing about how people are trying to blame Triple H. And more stuff is coming out and it's looking shaky. But what I can't do is pin it on Triple H until there's evidence or something happening. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. It's just like, you just got to be careful with how you just say, oh, well, you know, because people have their own narratives. People be so wrong they think they're right, or they trick their own mind to think that they're right. Be like, well, John Cena still supports Vince McMahon. I'm like, listen, love and support is two different things, right? It's two different things. You can't sit here and just be like, just because he loves him, he supports him or whatever like that. You know, that's just not how life works. You know, I don't know anything about a lot of people, but you can support somebody and not love them, and then you can love somebody and not support them. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, man, like, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's talk about this, man. Like, just be careful with what people say and spin around. Like, you know, obviously the person who said it didn't either wanted it to be clickbait or just don't like John Cena. But he definitely said that man should be accountable. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Chris Classic. Let's take it home.